Hey guys, welcome. I am so excited to be filming again. I did take a little bit of a break for the new year, at least from YouTube, and I'm excited to be back. And today we're going to be playing with some brand new makeup. I actually was shocked. I just opened up a really fun package yesterday from Huda Beauty with their new Ube collection. So I have the new Ube setting powder we're going to play with today. I have the new Singe Beauty eyeshadow palette. I have some new bronzers, blush, new Colourpop. So new year, new makeup. It's been a minute since I posted a makeup video, but honestly, November and December were some of my best months on YouTube yet, and I did not post very much makeup videos, but I have just been so overwhelmed with new launches, especially in the perfume world and body care, and I thought like January would be like taking a break, but it has honestly been so busy with just like new 2025 stuff that I'm trying to keep up with. So anyways, I'm excited to try some new stuff. It's been a while since I've just played with makeup on camera, so let's get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the eyes today, and I'm so excited to play with this eyeshadow palette. This is new from Singe Beauty. It's called Galactic Visitor, and if you are unfamiliar, this is a brand by another YouTuber here, Angelica Nikvis. She actually started her brand, I think it's been over a year at this point. She started with brushes, some of my favorite brushes in my collection. She just came out with like blushes last year too. And now she has an eyeshadow palette, and Angelica is like the queen of colorful eyeshadow. So of course we know this is gonna be good. This is what the color story looks like here. I am excited to dive into this. This shade is probably the most intriguing to me, so I want to kind of base my look off of this Milky Way color because this looks like the most beautiful multi-dimensional glitter color that I just have to get on my eyes. I mean, look at that sparkle though. This looks so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and start with the shade Orbit. It's kind of a dusty blue. And using the Singe, this is the EO2 brush, we're going to go ahead and put this into the crease area and just kind of blend that out, going towards the outer half of the eye. And we'll do the same thing on the other side too. It has been a while since I have like played with colorful makeup, so I'm really trying to get back into it because for a while there I was just like doing the easiest eyeshadow looks possible, and I really used to be into being more creative and just having fun with it, but lately I've just been so busy that I've just gone for whatever is the most simple. So yeah, I'm kind of glad the holidays are over now and we have a little bit of more of a calm time so I can really kind of play and be fun and creative again. I'm just gonna lightly wipe this brush off, and I want to take this mint color as well and really kind of pack that in my inner corner here of the eye just for a fun pop there, and just so it kind of blends down. It can go a little bit onto the lid too, but I want that inner corner to really be nice and brightened with this fun mint color. And I make sure a little bit goes underneath as well. And then taking the black in the palette called Eclipse. This one I'm using a BK202, and we're gonna try and lightly kind of dust this. I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm just kind of fluffing it a little bit on each side. And then we'll start blending all that together. Just placing all my mattes down first, and then we can go in with our shimmer. But I love some depth in the outer corner. It was either this or there's like a fun dark teal in the palette, but I feel like the black keeps it a little bit more neutral and more wearable for me. But it blends really nice. Like, that's a nice matte black. Sometimes those can be hard to work with, but yeah, so far I'm really impressed with the mattes in this formula. I am going to build a little bit of that dusty blue just on my lower lash line here, just starting with that. And then I'm going to build in the matte black as well, but I kind of want to start light to dark so it's not like such a high contrast. So yeah, now we'll go in with a little bit, just the smallest amount of that matte black there to smoke that lower lash line. I feel like this is very clean. There's not much I have to clean up, I can tell like this is a really nice high quality formula. Alright, now it's time for the shimmer. So let's take Milky Way on my lid. We'll tap off some of that. Just using this flat brush from Singe. This is the EO1. And placing that in the center of the eye. It looks a little light with the brush, but I bet we could get some more pigment with our finger. This is just a very glittery color. Oh yeah, that really pops it. I feel like the shimmer, it's hard to capture like the true metallicness of it until it like hits the light, but it's such a fun color with like so many different sparkles in it. I think I'm gonna use some black liner on the lower lash line today, just in that outer half, and I'll do the same thing on the upper lash line. So those are the eyes. Let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the face. We'll do foundation next, but first we need a primer, and I'm gonna try this new one from Colourpop. They came out with a new setting spray and a primer in the Pretty Fresh line. So this is their Set It Up primer, and it's supposed to help with hydrating the skin but also extend makeup wear and blur pores, plus oil and shine control. So we'll see. Sometimes more hydrating ones like this aren't the best at oil control, and this one does have niacinamide and hyaluronic acid in the formula. Let's go ahead and smooth this on the skin. Oh, that feels really good. It's a very nice lotiony consistency, but I feel like that's really blurring, right? I feel like it cut that shine a little bit, but overall, this does make the skin feel really nice and smooth, and definitely, I think it's blurred for sure. It has a silicone feel to it, and it looks like the second ingredient is dimethicone, so if you guys don't like silicones, this is probably not for you, but yeah, it has that smooth, silky silicone feel. I really like how that kind of prepped my skin. I do find sometimes with these silicone-based primers, I can get a little greasy throughout the day, so we'll see how that works with my foundation. And for my foundation, we're just going to quickly throw on the Huda Beauty Easy Blur. I've been really liking this one. It's been a fave for me. It has a nice medium coverage, and it just wears really well on the skin, and I do feel like it is pretty blurring. I have shade Shortbread. So we'll just go ahead and smooth that all over. But yeah, you can see this foundation just kind of evens things out, but it still like looks like your skin. It's not like full coverage. You can still see through. So you could still go in with like some concealer if you have some more redness or darker spots to cover. But I think that looks actually pretty even. I actually don't have a new concealer, so I'm going to use this Huda one. The Faux Filter, which is one of my favorites. It's like we're almost doing a full face of Huda, but not. This concealer has a really nice fuller coverage, but it's not too heavy. I love how this one looks, and it holds up really well throughout the day. Now is the time to try the new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder, the new shade, which is this Ube Birthday Cake. And these have new packaging too. I know that the Huda line was kind of rebranding a little bit. So her powders now have this more kind of rounded square look to them. I wonder if these are fragrance free like all now. I don't know. But this is like purple. So this could be fun. I don't know if it'll show up on me. I'm pretty fair skinned, so sometimes these kind of colors don't really do anything for me, but I'm thinking like this could be such a cute blush topper too, and to maybe like set all over under the eyes when you do your blush. So that's what I'm kind of gonna try it as, but we're also gonna bake with this under the eyes. Let's see if I can get this thing off. Okay, this does still have a scent. I'm kind of surprised she didn't get rid of the fragrance overall. And apparently like this piece now has a notch in it, so you can take off this piece here if you want more powder, like for baking and you really want to dip your sponge in. But I kind of like having the little net, and then you can dip some onto the lid or just like kind of shake it up a little bit. Sometimes when you press your puff, some of the product will come up too. I actually got some Huda puffs, so let's go ahead and try one of these with it. Let's see, there's some, like, this is huge. Oh my gosh. There's so many different ones. I like these little baby ones, so let's use this one. So cute. So we'll go ahead and dump some out and get a bunch of products so we can get that same look. Now that it's really caked on there, let's go ahead and add that. I think because I'm so fair, it just does not show up as much as it does on a medium or deeper complexion. But I can definitely see a little tint. And it's supposed to help brighten. I can definitely see a little difference, I feel like. I feel like it actually maybe brightened a little bit more. As you can see, once you blend it out, that purple kind of goes away. But I think it might have worked for me. I feel like that actually worked better than the pink one, the pink cherry blossom. This one probably could be even better if it was just like a little bit lighter, but overall, I feel like it did brighten a little bit and definitely smooth things out. I love the Huda powder for smoothing. I am going to come back to that powder once we have our blush on, and I'll set again to really melt like our powder and our blush together. We're going to do some mascara real quick. I'm just using the L'Oreal Panorama one. I'm not sure if I want to do a lash today. We'll see what happens. But honestly, I have not been wearing lashes very much. I really only wear them for photo shoots at my other job where I like model clothes for a boutique, but I just haven't been liking to wear lashes anymore. I feel like my lashes have grown a lot more and it's just so much less hassle. I don't know. I don't always feel like it's realistic to throw on a false lash every time you do a colorful eye look. I mean, I feel like the look should work with or without a false lash. And for me, I don't know. I think that looks good without doing falsies. Really, these days I've just been wearing the half lashes if I do. Just kind of appreciating my own lashes for what they are. They're not the longest, but I feel like they've been looking a lot better since I've cut back a bit. I did get a couple new bronzers and blushes in the mail from another indie brand. This is What's Up Beauty. They have some really good stuff. Their last launch, their lipsticks actually went viral. I know the lipstick lesbians did like a whole video on them. So I love that they've kind of got some more attraction because I feel like they have really cool packaging for their stuff. But this looks so fun. Oh my gosh. So they have these marbled bronzers and blushes, and look, this one even has some purple, so it kind of goes with the theme today, the ube theme. This says Cheek Terre, I don't know, Terre, baked and pressed powder bronzer. This is in 10 light, but this packaging though is stunning. So we'll just go ahead and swirl my brush in and bronze up the cheeks. Ooh, that looks very nice and natural. This is a really good bronzer for fair skin because it doesn't go orange at all. It's very neutral, nice and light. I haven't been liking like a super heavy bronzer look lately, so I feel like this is perfect. I think that actually looks perfect. We have a little bit of warmth to the skin, some sculpting there. I always do a little on my nose and just under on my chin just a bit and bring that down. But yeah, I like that color. I don't think I would use the medium. I think this is pretty perfect. There is some blushes in that collection too, some really pretty marbled blushes, which maybe I'll do like a short video on, but I really want to use the new Ube Huda Beauty blush. This is in the Blush Filter liquid blush line, which I really have not tried much of these. So let's go ahead and see how I like them. I feel like these have a good smell to them. Oh yeah, these are the ones that smell really, really fruity. Now I know most people usually just tap this onto the skin, but for me, I'm actually gonna tap it onto my hand just so I get a really nice even coverage. Oh, this is a fun color. It's definitely like kind of a very light Barbie pinky lavender. So I got quite a bit on my hand here. And then we'll tap my brush into it to apply. I just like to apply things with a brush. And then just go ahead and blend that out on each side. I feel like you just get the most precise application. Nothing's going to look like spots. It's easy to blend out. And it smells so good. But this is such a cute color. I've still been liking these really light Barbie pinks, and I like that this one has a touch of lavender in it. I feel like it looks so good with my skin tone. And I love like cool tones like this with blue. And since we have blue in our eyeshadow, I feel like that looks really good together. I do like a tiny bit on my nose, but overall, that looks so natural and so pretty. It has a little bit of a glow to it. But yeah, overall, it was pretty easy to work with, and I can keep kind of building it. I love this color. I feel like for fair skin, this is beautiful. Now going back into the purple ube powder, we're just gonna set that again and kind of use this just to melt the under eyes and the blush all together, so it doesn't look like you have like a blush mark. I just feel like overall that looks a little bit more seamless, so we'll do the same to this side, and then it kind of keeps your blush more vibrant. That's probably what I would use that setting powder for. It's probably not a must-have for me. It's not an essential in my collection. Like, I could be fine with just the regular one, but I don't know. It was kind of fun to play with, but I really do like this new liquid blush color though. That is really nice. Now for the lips, I have the new Makeup by Mario glosses that we're gonna play with. These are supposed to be a super glassy gloss formula, so I'm gonna pick one of these to put on. I'm thinking, like, obviously I want to keep it pretty cool tone, but like I don't know if the pink would be too crazy. I'm leaning more towards like maybe this brown. Okay, I think I've decided on the shade Bear. Now about these, they're supposed to be a super shiny lip gloss that hydrates and smooths for lasting comfort with a glass-like finish. So they are supposed to be like the most glassy looking lips. Let's go ahead and try this out. Hopefully I like this color. That is Bear. I might want to try something just to see if I like something a little bit brighter. But look how shiny that is, and it feels really good. Definitely one of my most shiny glosses, and I feel like the pigment is really nice and even, but I do like that formula a lot. It feels like thicker on the lips, which I do like. It's not super lip oily feeling. It's not sticky either. Let me try this shade Dragon Fruit and see if I like that better with this look. I think I just have a lot of contrasting colors happening. This one's almost like a clear jelly look, because it looks really bright in the tube, but it does not go on as bright. I think I will go with this one just because it adds a little bit more pink. I feel like it blends a little bit better with everything else we have going on. Now let's finish off this look with the new Colourpop setting spray. This also has niacinamide and peptides in the formula. It says 16-hour wear, transfer proof, and waterproof. Let's go ahead and put this on just to lock everything down. I sprayed quite a bit. It feels nice and refreshing. It's not super heavy feeling or sticky like the One Size or the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like I got my hair a little wet in that process because it sprays like quite a bit. I am going to go ahead and wear this makeup all day today, and I will come back and let you guys know kind of my first impressions. We can see how everything's working. I am going to curl my hair though after this because I am going to film some other videos here, so I'll probably look a little different in the after clips. But I had so much fun playing with all this new makeup. I will see you guys a little bit later. Alright guys, I am back. It has been 7 hours wearing this makeup combo, and honestly, it is looking so good. I feel like everything looks about the same as when I first applied it, besides a little bit of oil coming through, but definitely not so bad. I have very oily skin, so I'm really happy to only see like a little bit of shine. But let me go through the new stuff we tried, and I'll kind of give my first impressions of everything. First being the Singe Galactic Visitor palette. This is such a fun one, especially if you do love some color. The eyeshadow looks beautiful. It looks just the same as when I applied it, and I am very prone to creasing, so I would say that is a major win. It looks so good. The mattes are really pigmented, easy to work with. I do wish this Milky Way shimmer just had a little bit more oomph to it. I feel like you really have to see it in person to see all the shift in the sparkle with this one. It is stunning though. So I think this is an excellent quality palette. I am really pleased. Also wanted to give a shout out to the Colourpop products we tried. I feel like our foundation has stayed really well. There is very limited shine. I do get a little bit shiny with the Huda Easy Blur, and I feel like this actually did help with it. The Pretty Fresh Set It Up Primer definitely smoothed the skin out. If you don't like silicone primers though, probably a pass, but I really like this one, and I definitely felt like it helped our foundation stay on longer, and the setting spray definitely helped as well. I really like the overall formula of this. It feels good on the skin. It's not too tight. It doesn't feel like hairspray like some can. I feel like that really did lock the makeup in. Of course, these things will require some extra testing, but for now I am pleased first impression, but I will do a little better with updating you guys after I've used them a bit longer. I was so excited to try out a few things from the Huda Beauty Ube collection. This powder is definitely not one I would purchase on my own. It's just not a necessity for me, but I have to say I feel like this powder and with the blush together kept our blush on really well today. Like, a lot of my blushes fade within like hour 4 or 5. They don't always last the longest on me, but I feel like setting it with that slightly kind of purpley pink tone definitely helped it last longer. Do I need this for under my eyes? I would say definitely not. I would just use the regular one just for me personally, but it was kind of fun. It was a nice little extra step, and I do feel like it benefits a little bit. I do really like this liquid blush color though, and I need to try more from this line because I feel like it applied really beautifully. The Ube cream is this one. It's new in the collection. Super cute blushes. They smell amazing. They're a really nice liquid blush that blends out really effortlessly. Love the overall quality of the What's Up Beauty line. This bronzer is really pretty on the skin if you want something a little bit more natural. I do think maybe it's a little bit too natural for me, and maybe it wasn't the most seamless application. I don't know if it would be in like a top 5 as of right now as I'm filming. I definitely think I have some other bronzers that I do like a little bit more, but overall it's a really fun concept. I like the touch of purple that they added in there, but I need to try the medium because I just feel like I need just a little bit more for color. And then lastly, the Makeup by Mario glosses. These are so glassy and shiny on the lips. Now, I know we've had about a million lip products launch in the last year or so this probably isn't like a necessity if you guys already have a fun shiny gloss, but this definitely is one of the shiniest ones in my collection. I did reapply this on right now, and I felt like it lasted really well with my lip liner. Of course, it came off after eating, and yeah, glosses don't really stay all day as much as I wish they would, but this feels really nice and smooth and plump on the lips. It gives such a nice shine, and I do think it is a good formula. So I believe those are all the new things I tried. Those are just my first impressions on everything. Overall, I think everything performed really nicely. There's definitely some top favorites for me and a couple of things I just feel like I didn't really need, but it was fun to use. Let me know if you guys picked up any of these things, what your thoughts were, but I will definitely try to update you guys. I want to try and do maybe monthly updates with things. We'll see, maybe every other month. We'll see how it goes, but I want to do better at testing the things in my collection really thoroughly. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.